Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Miller, on this privacy issue, I want to be clear on it because this has triggered enormous concern. Are you saying that the agency has not obtained electronic communications without a warrant? That's a yes or no answer.
Well, I'm sorry, you're going to have to repeat that one there.
Has the agency obtained electronic communications without a warrant? Yes or no?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Now, your lawyers say that you can. And, Mr. Chairman, I'd ask unanimous consent to put into the record a memo outlining why the IRS lawyers have taken the view that Americans' email, Facebook messages, and Twitter communications, which are older than 180 days, can be obtained by the IRS without a warrant. Now, you indicated—
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You indicated, Mr. Miller, to Senator Grassley that you would go back and look at this. When will we actually get a public statement that the agency will not seek to obtain electronic communications without a warrant? When would we get that actual public statement?
So I think the point I had was the raising of Facebook and Twitter. You have that statement from me today, earlier today, Senator Wyden. We're not doing it. What I've said is, in the criminal context, we use search warrants, and we are not going to the ISPs in the civil context for content email, with or without warrant, because we can't get a warrant in that context in any event. I will say that there is certain public information out there on Facebook, on Twitter, and this is why I sort of want to be more nuanced in the discussion. There is certain public information that we might look at in terms of a collection action, in terms of an examination. That's a different sort of situation, and I'll be glad to come back and sort of work that through for you. But that is public information, not private information.
The public has recently learned, Mr. Miller, that the IRS legal counsel believes that Americans enjoy no general privacy to their online communications that are older than 180 days. That's why people are so troubled. So you've said, and it's certainly helpful to hear that today, that this has not been done in the past. I think it is very important that the agency clarify its policy with respect to the privacy rights of Americans and do it promptly.
And we intend to do that.
When will you do that?
I would hope to have that done. Well, I don't have a date, but it's
Can you commit today to have this done within 30 days? The agency will clarify.
I'll use my best effort, Senator. It's not. This is. I think we can do that. Yes.
Okay. Ms. Olson, what's your reaction to this question about the IRS's position with respect to the privacy of tax, information? I mean, we're always trying to find ways to boost tax compliance. And here we have, and I put it in the record, the general counsel of the IRS saying that Americans enjoy no general privacy to their online communications that are older than 180 days. That's not something that was made up by some whistleblower. That was from the IRS, general, counsel. And my sense is the two issues are going to be related: taxpayer compliance and the privacy of Americans, tax information. Section 6103 of the Internal Revenue Code was written by the Congress to ensure that taxpayers' tax information is private. What's your sense about memos like this, the one that I just quoted from, undermining the expectation that Americans have in Section 6103?
Well, regrettably, that memo was not shared with me prior to it being made public, nor was it circulated for my comments. My experience with memos such as that is when they are actually circulated and people within the IRS, such as my office and myself, have an opportunity to raise concerns about it, that you get a much better quality work product, and it might have looked different had the voice of the taxpayer had an opportunity, to comment on that. I think that it is vitally important to people's willingness to comply with the laws that they feel like they are being treated fairly by the tax administration, just as the tax administration is asking them to behave properly with their tax filing obligations. And not having a full and robust discussion internally is one sure way of coming out with guidance such as that then needs to be said, we're not going to follow that. I just have to say that, Chief Counsel often, issues memos in answer to very narrow questions, and when you have a more greater discussion, you're able to place that in context and get a better product.
My time is up, Mr. Chairman. I would just note that as a general rule, having worked with Ms. Olson over the years, the public is better protected when Ms. Olson is consulted. And I think that we have learned that again, and I hope, Mr. Miller, that lesson is one of the takeaways of this,
Well, thank you,
this
Senator.
discussion.
Before
Thank
we
you.